My name is Safiya Walker, and I work in business development at Ripple. So ERG means employee resource groups. And at Ripple, ERGs are a structured community of folks who share a certain part of their identity, whether it's Latinx, whether it's women at Ripple, and those communities are really open to everyone, but specifically also serve those members who share those identities and who are oftentimes marginalized. So I co-lead Black at Ripple, and the objective of Black at Ripple is to create a community that supports and energizes its members, so all of the Black Ripplers, in addition to our allies. So as part of our commitment to support and energize our members, some of the things that we're doing are providing safe spaces to have more difficult conversations around recent news, what's happening in the world, honing in on past difficulties that communities have had, whether it's the most recent tragedies that have happened in the Black community around George Floyd's murder that took place this past June, and the ensuing protests around racial inequality, or whether it's about workplace culture and what it's like to be a Black person in corporate America or the global corporate sphere. So those are the types of things that we're doing right now and honing in on, in addition to planning some additional events in the future. So what excites me about coming to work at Ripple every day is the fact that I get to work with people all around the world. And for me, it's been such a fantastic learning opportunity to understand what does payments and what does finance look like in different parts of the world? What are the issues that different countries have or different cultures have when it comes to getting money in the hands of people and sending money to and from families and friends? So running track at Brown definitely helped me prepare for my career after college. The most powerful lesson that came from running track was learning the power of showing up. When you're a collegiate athlete, you have an immense responsibility not only to yourself but also to your teammates and to your coach and to those cheering you on, whether it's your family or friends, to just show up every day and go to practice and give it your all, even when you had 5 hours of sleep because you were studying for a final exam or you don't really feel well, but showing up is so important. And that's a lesson I've really taken with me into my own professional career. Even if I don't feel like it, I show up for that happy hour, I show up for that networking event, because you just never know where it'll take you. And you'll also surprise yourself with your own sense of resilience and ability to get the job done once you're actually there to do it. The one piece of advice, which I think is most important, that I would give to other employees is actually advice that I received when I was a senior in college and deciding which job I wanted to take. And the advice is do what excites you the most. So that means if you're doing something that's not exciting to you, take a moment, reflect, determine if there's a better fit for you out there, and make that pivot and move on. Go for it. Time is short, life is short. There's no sense in spending time doing something that you're not excited about. My vision for an inclusive culture at Ripple in the future is a culture that reflects the true community that Ripple is in. Because Ripple is a global company, that means that Ripple should reflect what the human race looks like globally. And that might look different in different offices, but that's truly what it means at its core. So that means that our employee base should be a little over 50% women because there are more women on earth than there are men. That means that there should be X percentage in terms of Asians, X percentage in terms of Black people, X percentage in terms of LGBTQ, and just have a fully holistic view of like, this is actually what our world looks like, and therefore that's what our company should look like as well.